Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be one of the last or probably the last, whichever however I end up uploading them. So I wanted to make this video. At first I wasn't going to do it, but then I figured it might be helpful for some of you guys now or in the future. So a few months ago I ended up getting a check engine light on my car, and so I panicked, and then I ended up driving the car. I scanned the code, and I ended up deleting it by accident, well, clearing it, but I realized that the car was driving perfectly fine. So at that point I was thinking that it was something else, and but you know, I was like, well, maybe it was just like a gas cap that was loose or something. So the light never came back on, and it's been about 4 months, and sure enough, right before I'm about to sell the car, the light decides to come back on. But luckily I knew what the issue was, and that's this pump right here. I'll have it linked in the description down below. You can get it for about $51 after tax. So what I ended up doing was, when I saw the code, I ended up doing some research on Google, and that's what seems to be like a common issue with the F30 cars. It's just a matter of, it doesn't really matter what mileage or how new your car is. It's just something that if the valve goes bad, or the sensor, whatever this is, I think it's a valve, is going to trigger that code. And it's nothing to panic about. It's just for emissions purpose. So it should only take about 30 minutes tops to change this out. And once I get the car up on Jackson's, I'll continue the video. But yeah, if you happen to get this code, I figured it'd be kind of helpful for some of you guys to find out, because I know not everybody goes to Google first. Some people just nowadays just go to YouTube first, and hopefully some of you guys will come across this and find it helpful. So let's go ahead and get to the garage, and we'll get this switched out. Alright guys, so sure enough, it's a little bit more complicated for me. I have to remove the side skirt extensions, so I'm going to take these two bolts out and let it hang, and then I should be able to access the plastic bolts that are down here, because I know there's two of them right here, might be three. And then also you got to take these, I believe, and then two up here. So we gotta pop out those tabs, and then we should have access to the valve. So the best way to get these tabs out, I'm just using a pry tool. Just want to stick it in there and lift it up. Once you got it out just a little bit, take the other side and pop it right out. So it makes it so easy to have these. If you guys don't have any of these, it's a game changer for when it comes to tabs like this. So I can't remember where I got mine from, but I believe you can get some from Amazon, so I'll have them linked in the description down below as well. Alright guys, so I have another update. It was 1, 2, 1, so over there, 3, 4, 5 tabs, and I left the bolt up here. So instead of taking the whole cover off, I was able to rotate it, so just to get it out the way. Then here we have these two bolts right here, which are, I believe, T20s. Let's see, let me double check. Yep, T20. So we're gonna take these two out. We're gonna unplug this one right here. Well, obviously I'm not gonna be able to do it on camera, but we're gonna unplug this first, take these two bolts out, and then we're gonna push these clips to pull it out from here, and then also it's gonna pull out from right here. So let me go ahead and put the camera down and take it off, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall the piece back together. Alright guys, so here's the old one, and we got the new one over here. So just a heads up, to get this one out, it's a little bit of a pain. You gotta fight with it and try not to pull on the hose over here. So it just takes a little playing around with it, squeezing it and trying to pull it at the same time without pulling the hose. But just take your time, and you should be able to get it out. Oh, and also I just want to mention that make sure that you remove the old rubber piece off your old valve and put it onto the new one. I was over here trying to figure out why was it so loose. I was like, did I get the wrong part? But yeah, sure enough, I was missing the rubber piece. I took my pry tool and just started prying at it and pushing it forward, so I was able to get it out, and now I can slide it back in. So after that, just put the two T20 bolts in and put all the clips back, and you're good to go. Alright guys, so I got everything put back together, and also I do want to mention that whenever you're putting it back, make sure that the hose that I pointed out that I was trying to get out, make sure that that clicks in as soon as you push it in all the way, and also the plug, the connector that actually goes into the valve, make sure that one clicks, because if it doesn't click, then more than likely the plug is still loose and it might end up coming off. So make sure those two click in, and make sure that you put the rubber piece on the valve. Otherwise your valve is going to be moving around and it's not going to sit right. So that's going to do it for today's video. I'm just going to end up clearing the code and then just hope that the light doesn't come on. I'll check with the owner and make sure that the light never comes on. I'll let him know about it, and well, the new owner, hopefully everything works out. So I'll let him know about the valve and the issue, and just to kind of touch bases with him, make sure that that did fix the issue. But more than likely that's going to be the issue if you guys are having this code. So get the valve replaced. It's only $50. It doesn't hurt to replace it anyway. So I would just recommend that you just do it whenever the code comes on. Like I said, it's nothing major, so it's not going to affect the drivability of your car. So there's no need to spend money on it if the valve hasn't gone bad. So yeah, let me know if this is helpful. Hopefully it'll help at least one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.